And this is the week 8 assignment. Thought I made one up, found out I hadn't, so I'm making this one up. One of the things that you need to, or you should, be aware of, if you're not already, I think I've said it, but I'm not sure, is that everything that you've been doing specifically from the midterm through final, is to get you ready for the capstone project. There's some other stuff in the front before the midterm that was getting you ready, like Excel and Word. But there's really some of the specialties that's required in the capstone is you're doing everything that you need to do for that now. So it's really important that you do these assignments. Also, don't forget, I will be having help sessions. I'm here to help you and guide you. And so it's going to be okay. I haven't had one student go running for the hills yet. And I'll be having, like I said, help sessions. So this is one of the reasons you really need to kind of make sure you do these assignments that you can kind of practice for it, is if I was trying to get that out. So let's look at this week 8 assignment. As usual, you're given a scenario, and in this time, your place of employment has decided to replace all the current computers in the company with new ones. Since you manage the office, your boss has asked you to view the specifications of 4 different computers and recommend the best and the second best option for the office through a PowerPoint presentation. Your presentation must be professional and something you would actually present to an office staff. Now, it's present a first choice, second choice. Don't give me 3 computers. Don't give me both computers on one slide. Each one has to be different. All right? So, the instructions: when choosing which computers are the most suitable, consider the following requirements identified by your employer. You. Employees must be able to do complete, considerable multitasking when using the computer. Employees must have the flexibility to take their computers with them. And employees must have the ability to work with graphics and videos. And if you're saying, well, how, this is make-believe. Yeah, you're the employer. And when you create the slides to define why you chose this computer over another computer for a first choice or a second choice, you should include these variations of these 3 statements in it as your reasoning. And this will make more sense when I show you the formatting or the layout. So determine your selections, and you don't have to go research it. You just download this, and when you download that, you get this. All right, so one is a desktop with all of its specialties here. One is an iMac. One is a laptop, and then here's another laptop. Save this file. In the capstone, you have to select a laptop for your clients. There's nothing wrong that says you can't use either this laptop or this laptop. So if you want to save yourself some time, keep this, because you have to do the specifications for the project. So either one of these might help. You don't have to, just throwing that out there. All right, so you want to here pick your first choice. Which computer do you like the best for a first choice if you're in charge of a room full of people and giving them new computers? Then, which computer do you like second choice? If they were out of the first one, what would be plan number B? You do need to know all the specifications. This is important. You can choose a desktop. You can choose a laptop. You can choose an all-in-one. I have an all-in-one. So whichever one you want to. But remember that they have to do multitasking. They have to have the flexibility to take their computers with them. That might mean that you don't choose a desktop or an all-in-one. Your choice. If you can make an argument for how you take your desktop or an all-in-one with you, and it depends on what you determine how your employees are going to take it. Are they going to take it to a job site, or are they going to take it to an office? Or as far as you're concerned, they can pack up their all-in-one and take it home and use it. An all-in-one is kind of cool. It's just a big monitor and a keyboard. That type of thing. So you kind of have to consider that. So, on paper or in Word, plan what slides you want to include in your presentation. Just draft it out. It makes it go faster. At a minimum, your presentation must include the following slides. You have to have a title slide. providing descriptive information about your presentation. The title can't just be computers. Computers for the office personnel, computers, you can even make up a company name if you want. Computers for the Joe Blow company, computers for Charlie Brown company, whatever. A slide for each option detailing the computer specifications. Each option. So the options are that you have to choose first and second, 2 options. I passed it. So 2 different slide layouts, minimum 4 slides, 1 bulleted list, at least 1. Add your name to the footer. That's not just on there's an actual footer in PowerPoint. And a summary slide of why you chose the 2 computers you chose. All right. You could also just give me, I will accept if you want to say, since it says 1 best choice, you can pick number 1. I will accept either 1 choice, this is the one we're going to go with, or these are the 2 why I chose them. Watch out for spelling, watch out for grammar. Apply a design theme, include at least 2 different fonts and 2 different colors, add a smart art graphic with content to one side. Be sure there are no misspellings. As always, you should make sure you check yourself on the rubric and grade yourself before you submit it. So let's just kind of start doing this. I'm just going to kind of do a silly little thing just to kind of get you going. So I open up PowerPoint. I'm clicking here. All right, a title, descriptive information. Okay, oops. All right, Winnie the Pooh computer choices. Now, if you click down here, you need to get rid of this. So you can either click on it and then right click, and it doesn't go down far enough for me to show you. Cut it. All right, so then new slide, you want title and content. Remember, you have to have 4 slides. If you can get 4 and do 2 computers in here, more power to you. I have a tendency to think I get nervous when I do things like that, but it's you. A slide for each option. And I need 4 slides, so a slide for each option. And detailing computer specifications. So right now when I did this, it says here to add text. I'm going to bring up this, and I'm going to choose this laptop. So the specification is, it has Windows 7, it's 64-bit. It has this you can copy, okay? This you can copy. You don't have to document where it came from or anything else because it's part of the lesson. You can copy this. If you're incredibly rushed for time, you see, doing it this way, you get your bulleted list. Don't worry, this you can copy. If I can get my mouse to work right. I've been preaching at you. This is an okay thing to copy. Hit enter. Now, if you just put this, or like that, I don't know what you're copying. So in front of it, put processor, colon. And I hit the wrong key, colon, space, here. And then I'm going to put RAM. Don't make this harder than what it is. PowerPoint is one of the more fun things to use, but it's got so much capability, more than what people normally do. Hit enter. I'm going to do hard drive. Not too concerned about software because any company would kind of have their own software thing going on. that they make with a manufacturer. And monitor. Monitor. It's kind of, you just need 4 or 5 things, enough to make an argument. So I'm going to include monitor. This is just an example. And then I'm going to include price of $1,450. Okay, that's this one. New slide, tile, computer choice, option 2. I want to show you something. See down here? One of the things you have to do is, let me minimize this, 4 slides, 2 different slide layouts, 1 bulleted list, and you have to have a smart art graphic. So we've got 1 bulleted list here. We only have 1 layout, this one and this one. This is a title slide. In a perfect world, that's not considered layout. So we're going to let's see, a new slide. I'm going to change the layout on this one to content. Yeah, what the heck. And so just go up here and delete this little one. All right. Computer choice, option 2. What it is I have, this is Mozilla, and over here I have Explorer open so I can have them side by side. All right, so this is bulleted list here, but I also need to do smart art in here somewhere. And I think I'm going to add the smart art graphic to my summary, where I summarize what I want to do. And this is just playing around. You guys are so much better than this, I know. All right, option 2. So I'm going to bring up my option 2. And since it has to be movable, I'm going to do a laptop. And let's see, operating system. So operating system is Windows 7, Professional 64-bit, inner RAM, 64 gig, and then over here also I'm going to put monitor. Now you can, if you want to, if you think this is boring, you can go get insert clip art. It's not something that's required, but if you just wanted to jazz it up. And then over here on this side, let's see, hard drive, colon, I'm double checking so I didn't get confused. Terabyte. Can you imagine computers with terabytes? I remember when I thought 256 was big. Yes, I'm old. Where have I got left off? RAM. I'm going to go ahead and do processor. Didn't think I would, but I am. Alright, so let's see what else I have to do. Always go through your list. Oh, and in our time with storms, make sure that when you get something on here that you like, unless you really love to redo it, save it, and save it. And I've been saying that. Let's see, Harrison, computers, housing, Canvas class, week 8. Okay. Once it's finished. All right, there I am. Now, 2 different slide layouts. I did this one and I did this one. 1 bulleted list, I got it here. Minimum 4 slides, I'm just 1 shy. I'll get that. Add my name to my footer. All right, let's play with this. Insert, Let me make this bigger. Insert and footer here and down here. Come on, click it or read the screen. Alice Smith. I don't want it showing on the title slide. Everything else is fine. Apply to all or apply. So you can see down here is my name there. It's not there. It is there. It is there. Alright, so I'm going to get my fourth slide. I've got two different layouts. I've got one bulleted list. I've got my name. So what I don't have is my summary slide, which is right there. Summary slide supporting your choices. Be sure to explain why you chose the computers that you did. Alright, and I'm going to use the SmartArt graphic to do that. You don't have to. You can do this any way you want. You know, everybody has their own individual take. So I'm going to go here, and like I said, I'm going to get real creative here. Now I'm going to click here, which is the SmartArt graphic. You can have whichever one floats your boat. Process is usually like when you make something from point A to point B, but if you can make it work for you, go ahead. And cycle means, you know, like a life cycle, or where something starts at point A and it goes around to point B, goes around to point C. And so that's what that's for. Hierarchy is like in a business. But again, if you can make it work. In relationship, you know, those silly things of A is to B is B is to C. And matrix, pyramids. Pyramids may be fun. Pictures, office, com. Some people have used that one before. I'm going to do a list. You don't need to make this super hard. It doesn't say pick the hardest SmartArt graphic you can find. So, I'm going to title, picture, accent. I don't know. I don't want to do vertical picture now. I know you're probably thinking, would you just go ahead and choose one? I agree. I enjoy doing it, but I don't do them enough. I think I'm going to do this one. Right here. This is what it looks like. And here's all the different ones. So I'm going to do OK for this one. And if you notice up here, you can change the colors. And you can pick your different colors. Remember, I just have to be able to read what you put in there. Alright, so text, the summary for my choices. So if you have to remember what your choices are, you can do processor speed is one of the choices. Let's see. I'm going to choose, you know, my first choice. If you just want to do one of these, like I said, that's fine. And I'm going to just do one choice. Just give me two options, first one, second one. I'm going to choose one option over the other one. And 1 terabyte hard drive. And I'm going to do another one. Operating system. And then the other more practical reasons would be maybe meets office needs. Preferred by staff. Now let's see how he did. Descriptive information. We have 4 slides. Format. Okay, I still have to do the formatting. Apply design theme. 2 different fonts, 2 different colors. SmartArt graphic. Be sure there's no misspellings. Alright, so apply a design theme. All right, let's do home, and then I'm going to show you where the design theme is. Okay, see this where it says design, and I'm going to click up here and click off of that. If I do design theme, you can kind of see how it looks. And if you hover, okay, you can fix that if you choose that. That's not a problem. Or that one. I kind of like that one, nice and simple. What do you think? Okay. If you chose something like this, all you have to do, see here's the text box. All you have to do is figure out how to get it to fit. And it may be that you do that and make this a little larger. See, it works. And then just make sure you go through and look at all these. Okay, that one's nice. I haven't picked that one before. I usually like this one. Now, let me tell you something. When you're presenting this and you have this size font, the person other than the first two rows is not going to be able to read what you've done. So one of the things you have to do is change the font size. So make sure it is sufficient size. Let's go home. That people can see it without getting elaborate. Okay, so that's good. And that's 36. This is 24, so that works. And same thing here. You have 24 in the other one. Make sure they match. You can move this along if you need to. And 24 here. Because I will say something to you if it's too small. You won't necessarily lose points, but I will point out people need to read it. So that's 49. All right, let's see what else we have to do. Not wrong thing. Design theme to all slides. We did 2 different fonts, 2 different colors. I haven't done that. 2 different fonts. So I'm going to make one font, this one, different, but have it go with, you know, what would look appropriate. And I'm Century Gothic, so I like Comic Sans, but that wouldn't necessarily be a good one. How would Lucinda Cole? Oh, no, that makes more work. No, Lucinda Bright. That would work. Okay, so that's font choice 1, because this one is Century Gothic. So that works. And 2 different colors. So I'm going to make the choice of this one. Since these are already different colors, I'm going to get a color that is sort of along the line of it. No, it's too light. Can't read it. All right. Let me check again, make sure we got everything. Downloaded the 4 computer options. We use that as the base. I did explain why I chose the computers. I did a title slide, a slide for each option, summarizing it. 4 slides, 2 different slide layouts. I did a bulleted list, added my name to the footnote, did a design theme, 2 different fonts, 2 different colors, smart art graphic, no misspellings. And so we're done. You can give me 6, 8, you can give me 8 slides, you can give me however many slides you want. You only need to give me 4. Follow the instructions, grade yourself on the rubric, ask me questions if you need me. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.